All right, everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy Randomizer 2025 Summer Marathon in support of the Liam Foundation. I'm Luffy, live on cam right now. How you guys doing? Say hi to everybody in the background. We're coming to you live from Charleston, West Virginia. Got it right the first time. Our friends at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Randomizer community had some technical difficulties, and they unfortunately couldn't make it. So we pivoted, and I was going to be hosting anyway, so now you guys are stuck with me playing a game that I want to play. So we're going to play some Slay the Spire here. I really like this game. It's very fun. It's a roguelike deck building game. You have four characters here to play with. 3 originally, 1 that came on later. We're going to play my favorite character, the Silent. I just think she's a lot of fun. She does cool things with poison, does cool things with just intangibility, blocking, engine. She just does a lot of really fun stuff. I have the most fun playing with her, so that's what we're going to do. I don't claim to be good at this game. I got a couple thousand hours in it probably, but I am not a professional by any means. Shout out to like some of the professionals like Frost Prime and Baylor Lord, who got me into this, and Tarnin, one of Lord Fizzlebeef's friends, who got me into this playing an Archipelago game a few years ago, and I just haven't stopped. So we're going to play on Ascension 9. There's Ascensions 0 through 20. 20 obviously being the hardest. I have beaten A20 on my Switch, but this one I usually play a lot of mods on this Steam one, so it's just a lot of low Ascensions and go to 11, but we're not going to do that. Ascension 10 is where you get probably the worst penalty that you get. As the Ascensions go up, the penalties go up. Ascension 10 is probably the worst because you start the run with a removable curse that you draw. You have to draw through once. And you'll see some curses and stuff, and I'll explain that a little bit more. But it's a terrible penalty, and I just don't want to play it in such short notice. So we're going to play on A9, which I feel like is just enough balance of difficult without the worst starting curse in the game. So let's see where we are. I don't remember the last time I played with her, so we're going to see what our bonuses look like. So this is Niao. Niao is the whale who was once at the top of the Spire, and she has now fallen to the bottom of the Spire. And she resurrects the warriors here to climb the Spire and defeat the heart at the top. We always run for the heart because the heart is the true ending. So we'll be doing that as well. So she resurrects them, and there's some story to this. Like as they climb, they start running into different events and stuff like that, and it seems that other beings have known that they've been there before, but you're going through this for the first time, but you're really not. You've died and gone again and died and gone again, hence the hello again, because she resurrected her again. So you get a starting bonus usually of 4 choices. If I failed my last run before I finished the Act 1 boss, then we have 2 choices. I like to look at the map first. Maps are very important. We've got a few different nodes here that mean something. All right, different paths you can choose. That's a terrible boss at the end. That's probably the worst matchup for Silence, so we're already starting out pretty terrible, but that's okay. So you see different paths here, and what we want to do is we want to try to maximize these nodes here, which are elites. They give a relic, and they give a lot of gold. You want to take as many of these as reasonable to get powerful. You also want rest sites. Rest sites, you can rest to regain health. You can also upgrade cards, and there are some relics you can pick up along the way that do different things at campsites as well if we come across that. These are shops. There's usually 3 of them throughout the act, spread about in any order. Sometimes they're back to back like over here. Sometimes they're all in the front. Sometimes they're all backloaded. It's completely random. Unknowns could be a combat, or they can also be some kind of random event or a shrine, and we'll see those as we go.
Hey, real quick, we got a question in chat from Ale Markin. How much do you want in donations to run A10?
I knew someone was going to say that.
So, what was A10 again?
So A10 is where you get the starting penalty of the Ascender's Bane. It's a removable curse that you always have to draw through once as you draw through your deck. You have to do it every time, at least once. It doesn't sound like much, but it's a terrible penalty to have to draw through a guaranteed curse every time. So, I mean, we're here to support the Liam Foundation. So whatever you feel is generous enough to make me play with the worst curse in the game, in my opinion, because I don't have a choice to take it. If I play A10, the other curses I'm going to cross, I'm going to have that choice. Then I'd say donate what your heart feels works for you. And I'll give you a minute to think about that one.
All right. So while AL takes a minute to think about that, we got a donation during our break from 4X 11 Gold. It says, ever since I hosted a block back on Father's Day on the first FFR Rando marathon, I haven't caught one live. So here's the first of hopefully multiple donations throughout the marathon. And then goes on to explain their handle name, which is 4X11 Gold. So thank you so much to them for the generous donation, and also asked them in chat, and we got a $25 put towards the Skyrim game for requiring proper fishing with a pole. So thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Interesting. So Ale, you get a bit of a reprieve here, because if I abandon this run, it's not going to matter, because if you abandon a run, you start with only 2 options here. We can only have the Meow's Lament bonus or max HP, which I don't think I've ever taken in my couple thousand hours of playing this game. So if you want to donate to make me do A10, go for it. Probably any amount would work.
All right, and donation is sent in. We got $100 from Ale. Says, how does this sound, Luffy? For Liam.
That sounds wonderful. Let's do it.
All right, fantastic.
Thank you, Ale. And again, the Liam Foundation. Wonderful to be partnering with them again. Encourage, assist, and heal, and empower our LGBTQIA plus community. We're very happy to be with them again. We were with them last year. They're amazing people. Thank you for having the confidence to let us be with you again. And just thank you for being a partner. And we're going to play with some A10 now, apparently. So up here, we got a couple icons. This is the map, which I showed you. Here's your deck. So here's the Ascender's Bane. Unplayable, ethereal, cannot be removed from your deck. So I cannot play this card. I have to draw it, so it's a dead draw every time. Ethereal is good, though, so it exhausts after I draw it. So that sounds fine, and it is fine, but it's just terrible. It's terrible. I don't play with a lot of beta art. As you can see, if you beat it on Ascension 10 or 5, I think, with these, you can show the beta arts. I do for a few, but I think the regular card arts are fine. A few of the beta ones I will call out as we see them. And we are going to take Niazlemen, so we really don't even need to look at the map before we take it. So let's see. So Niazlemen says, enemies in our first 3 combats will only have 1 HP. So what we want to do is maximize that and try to get what we call a free elite. So we want to hit one of these nodes here with still a couple charges left on this to make it worth it. Fortunately, I see 2 paths where that seems reasonable. Actually, only 1 path where it seems slightly reasonable, and that might be this path here. So I think we'll go that way. First floor is always a combat. These nodes right here are combats again. We'll see what we get here. So we'll kind of sacrifice this kind of a dead draw right here with this node, but we'll sacrifice the shop being early to try to get this elite right here. Cultist in the first draw is not great. So you get rewards after battle. 14 gold, you get from 10 to 20 gold. A potion drop chance. This is a really good potion. So even if we don't get a free elite now, this is going to be very helpful. Just 20 flat damage. And you get a card reward every time. So you will always get gold, and you'll always get a card reward, and you have a potion chance. So we start at about 40% potion chance. That drops 10% when you gain one, and goes up 10% when you don't gain one. So we'd have a 30% potion chance on the next floor. And now we get to see our card. All right. Few options here. I like Skewer a lot. That's just some really good raw damage. Who's our boss? Guardian. Okay, so we don't have Slime Boss this time. So we can do a few different things. This is an okay card. This is a really good card, but it's too early. We're going to take the flat damage. Skewer is great. We're going to really hope that we don't see Chemical X in this shop, because then we're going to be sad. card rewards are about a 70% chance of useless from your experience. It depends. It depends. Most card rewards, you're going to want to see cards. The more cards you see, the better chance you have to seeing something that is going to be useful and that you're going to want. All right, so a few good things in this shop. This is great. We're probably going to take this. Well-laid plans. This is a power card. Powers usually don't do much when you play them, but they're very useful after the fact. So this means that we don't discard one card after our turn, and when you upgrade it, it's 2. It's a very powerful card, so we're probably going to take that on sale. Card remove is something you always want to look at. You want to purge your deck of these stinky strikes. They're fine early on, but you want to get rid of these things that do more damage, a la this card right here, upgraded 10 damage. The X cost means however much energy we have is how much we have here. So if we can do things with energy, this can be a lot of fun. No chemical X, it would be right here in the shop. Shop relics are here, and then you have rare and uncommon and common relics, I think, in these slots here. Looking at this, you'll always see 2 attacks here. You'll always see 2 skills here. You'll always see 2 colorless cards, they're called down here. Usually a uncommon, which is this blue stripe right here, and a rare, which is this gold stripe. Rares are very powerful. We want to see a lot of these. Damage options, Predator's pretty good. We like this. Draw 2 cards. Additionally, on your next turn, I like to do draw things with this character. She does a lot of really fun stuff with that. You like Mayhem? Mayhem can be fun. Mayhem can also be very unreliable and dangerous. Play Mayhem when you have a Fiendfire in your deck as Ironclad, and you'll discover that. Masterful Stab is fine. It's some pretty good raw damage, but I think the best thing we have in this shop right here is card remove and this well-laid plans. 39 gold is just too good to pass up. Looking at the potions down here, nothing really is going to super help. Colorless potion's pretty unreliable. Energy potion's nice for the Skewer, but I don't think we're going to need something like this just yet. So we'll take the well-laid plans and we'll move on. We'll say goodbye to the merchant for now. All right, and we're going to take our first unknown node right here. That's going to be hopefully not a combat. It's not a combat. Ranwood, you say? Okay, so this guy, we meet a cheery fellow named Ranwood. He says, "We meet again." A cheery, disheveled fellow approaches you gleefully. "You do not know this man. It's me, Ranwood. Have any goods for me today? The usual? A fellow like me can't make it out alone, you know." You eye him suspiciously and consider your options. So this is pretty good. I love the idea of trading 64 gold for a relic here. He'll usually give you where you can trade a potion if you have one. If we did not have a potion, this would be grayed out, and I wouldn't have the option. I'm not giving up my fire potion. I'm not giving up that well-laid plans, but I'll happily trade 64 gold for a random relic from Ranwood. And we got Toy Ornithopter. That's a good one. So Toy Ornithopter means every time we play a potion, we regain 5 HP. That's very strong. This next elite, I'm already starting to get far less afraid of. So we're going to try to hedge our bets here, and we're going to take another free combat here for sure. Jawworm. Jawworm can be the true elite of Act 1. If you play the game, you do know what I mean. So no potion drop, which is fine. We get ourselves 12 gold and another card chance.
Did I see that it started with 1 HP, or was that something...
Yes, that's right here, this Niaos Lament. So enemies in my first 3 combats will only have 1 HP. So your first 3 combats when you start with this relic are essentially all free.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why the path we took, we're trying to maximize our opportunity. We do not want this to be a combat. If this isn't a combat, we get this elite node for free. And we get a relic and probably a potion drop chance, and we get a ton of gold from this guy. We can probably comfortably kill him with what we got right now, but we'll see. It's a pretty good chance. 50-50, we're going to get this guy. As far as card rewards here, there's some spicy stuff here. That's a very speculative Catalyst. Catalyst is a very, very strong card. I don't think I'm going to take that right now, especially with the first card of being a Skewer. There might be a chance we come back to this later. I'm not a fan of this. unless you're doing strength things or some very niche situations with a card called Envenom, which we're not going to bet on right now. It's a little early for an acrobatics, but I kind of like it with the Skewer. I want to draw to this card as quickly as I can, so I'm going to upgrade this right away. So it's a little early for this card here, 1 energy or mana to just draw 3, discard 1, upgraded, draw 4, discard 1. This is very, very powerful with certain builds with this character. Yeah, Catalyst is great. It's speculative to take it before I have any poison in the deck, though. I want to, but I'm not comfortable enough to do that yet. So we'll take an acrobatics and we'll move on. We do not want a combat here, and we get a combat, so it's fine. So we get a free combat here again. So this elite we will have to take with this fire pot and hope for the best. Double fire pot means I am definitely not scared. And we get some common attacks here, but some pretty good ones. Sucker Punch, do 7 damage, apply 1 weak, upgraded. Deal 9 damage, apply 2 weak. Silent does some really cool things and thrives on making her enemies weak. So this is a decent card. Poison Stab's good. Catalyst, come back. No, and I definitely had no idea if Fizzle was behind me. It's a fine card. Upgraded, deal 8, apply 4 poison, but I'm eyeing this Flying Knee right here. Deal 8 damage, next turn gain an energy with a well-laid plans already in the deck. I like the idea of playing this card on a turn and being able to hang on to the Skewer and popping something on the next turn with the extra energy. So we're definitely going to take that. And now with the double fire pot, I'm going to just reevaluate my path here slightly. So this elite is no longer free. Oh, I think I got my pass. Let me take off the headphones for a second. Yay, I'm officially here. There we are. Live from Charlestown, West Virginia, everybody. So I'm going to reevaluate this path a little bit. Double fire pot, no longer free elite. What can I do? I'm going to go this way. I'm going to pivot. If I take this elite, like whatever, we can kill it. There's no more elites on this path. I can go this way. I can take an upgrade here. I can pivot into this elite if I want. But now I'm eyeing this guy right here. With the Skewer in the deck, with the well-laid plans in the deck, with a Flying Knee in the deck, I can already upgrade quite a few cards here if I want, or I can take another elite here. So I like my options better going this way. So when you play this game, you really want to look at your act layout and give yourself some flexibility to change things up if things don't go the way that you want them to go. Like we thought we were going to get this guy for free, now we don't. But that's fine. We got a new plan and we're going to go this way. So campfire, we can rest, no need, we've taken no damage. Smithing, we're going to definitely do. Recall, we're going to do later. We're going to need to do this to get the ruby key over here. We need 3 keys, unlock the door at the end to go to the heart, which is the true final boss. So we're going to upgrade Skewer, 10 damage X times, and let's go. All right. This is a nasty fight. Jawworm and slime. This is kind of nasty. I'm considering spending a fire pot here because this is just 22 damage incoming with a debuff here. When there's little circles or swirlies over the characters, they're going to apply some kind of debuff to you. And I believe they're going to try to make me I think they do something to my my shield, my block. They make me frail, I think. So I am debating just popping this guy with a fire pot and just smacking him with the Skewer and just taking 10 from the slime. It's not a great draw pile either, but I don't want to take 20-something to the face when I'm planning on going up to an elite next. I want to kill this guy too, so even though I can play a block here to try to save 5, I'm going to take more in the long run, so I'm just going to throw the damage on that guy and just live to fight another turn. Bit of a bummer. Oh, they just apply a slime to my deck. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Flying Knee is good, so now we're going to play all of these cards, which is fine. That's a pretty decent turn next hand. There's the Ascender's Bane. As we end turn, Ascender's Bane exhausts, and we don't draw it again. It goes into this pile here, which is your exhaust pile. We're going to weaken it. Only take 1, and we're going to do 12 damage. And now 1 skewer or 2 strikes kill this thing. We took 13 damage, which was not great, but we healed 5 because of the toy ornithopter, so we really only took 8 damage. So that's fine. 19 gold is great. We get our potion back. A unreliable one, but a potion nonetheless. And we get to look at a card. Predator's back. Piercing Whale is a good card. We need damage, so I think Predator is what we're looking at. Choke is cool, but I don't like this card particularly. It's a very specific situation where this one's good. This is just a raw 15, draw 2. And with the cards we're already having, we're building, that's what we're going to go with. All right. I didn't like burning one of those fire pots, but we're going to go steamrolling into this elite right here. We might not take this one now, depending on what happens here. I think our worst matchup is probably Sentries right now is our worst matchup. Cubes, so we'll see. Knob is not bad. I don't mind Gremlin Knob. Okay. Alright, so this guy, whenever we play skills after turn 1, he's going to start gaining strength. He doesn't like that. I wish we didn't draw Neutralize here turn 1, but it's fine. I'm just going to put 21 damage on this guy and go to the next turn. We're definitely burning the fire pot. We might burn the colorless potion too. He is our worst matchup in theory because he just does so much damage. Alright, so what I think we're going to do here is we're going to Predator for 2. We're going to Skewer for 1. We're going to hit him with the fire pot. 23. We don't have 23 in the draw pile. However, because we played Predator, we're going to draw 2 additional cards next turn. We have 6 in our draw pile. We put Skewer and Predator back in the draw pile, so we're going to shuffle them back in. There's a chance we draw them next turn. Taking a raw 16 to the face here is not great, but you know what? It kind of is what it is when it's silent against Gremlin Knob. If we can kill this turn, that's ideal. Does not look like we can, so we're going to be taking another 8 here. Ascender's Bane, thank you, Ale Markin, because I'd love to see what the next card I would have drawn would have been. This is costing me 8 damage, and that's why Ascender's Bane is the worst card in the game. The first card we draw here would have been, okay, it was a Defend. It's fine. Okay, so 33 gold. We get from 30 to 40 gold, so that's a little bit of a low drop, but it's gold nonetheless. So we were down to like 10. We're already back up to 90. Omamori. Yeah, Vindiction for sure. Omamori, not great. This negates the next 2 curses we can obtain. So this, it's fine. If we're going to get an Omamori, we got it at the right time. You want to get this early to see if it can pay off. There's a chance this does absolutely nothing for us. There's a chance that this pays off huge. But right now, it does absolutely nothing. Yoink. I maybe should have talked about the other cards in this deck, but we're just taking that. We'll come across those other cards again. That's our first rare. You get a good chance for a rare to drop every time you play an elite. The rare chance goes down. There's percentages involved. I'm not going to Twitch math. So this is a good card. This is really good. And we get a chest. The halfway point in the act is a guaranteed chest. 3 different kinds of chests. We got the second one. So there's a tiny chest, a medium-sized chest, and a big chest. The tiny chest can have either a common or uncommon relic. Different percentage chances for that. More skewed toward the common. This can have an uncommon. I think this might have a rare chance, but it's very small. This is a better chance to have an uncommon relic. Legendary chests have a chance to have rares in there, a better percentage. Again, it's probably low, 15% maybe. So this is a good find, hopefully. We want something that does something that's not Omamori. We have 21 Orthopter that we got earlier there, which is great. So this is already very helpful. That's already healed 10. So we'd be down at 28 right now if we didn't have that. T-set's great, actually. 52 gold is good. You get a gold chance from every chest. It doesn't mean you're going to get it, but you have a chance. T-set is great. Whenever we enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 additional energy. With the Skewer in the deck, let's go. Definitely. I would take a Bottled Flame now, possibly with a Snap Pick if we come across one, which is interesting. How do I feel about rolling into a Burning Elite with a colorless potion and this loadout? Probably not that great. Are we better to go this way? I think we are. You want to get the Burning Elite out of the way in Act 1 if you can. You really will rarely take them in Act 2, and we'll come across those elites, hopefully, if we make it through this, and I'll show you why then. And you'll have to take one in Act 3 if you didn't do it in Act 1 or 2. So if I could, I'd like to get it out of the way now. If that is a supercharged Gremlin Mob, we're in a heap of trouble. If that is regen sentries, we're in an even bigger heap of trouble. Lagavulin, we'd probably be in trouble too, but we can do okay things with Lagavulin with an after image in the deck. But I don't trust this. We're going to go this way. We got some decent gold. I'd love to see a Chemical X in this shop, so let's go to the shop. Medium Slime. It's pretty good. See, like, Skewer turn 1. I wish we were at a rest site before. So we're going to do after image. So now every time we play a card, we gain 1 block. That can add up real quick. We're going to play Skewer for 2 here. This guy splits into 2 smaller slimes at 50% health. So at 35 health, they'll split into 2 more. That's a pretty good draw. I will take that. Show me Predator, Flying Knee, Neutralize.
So do you draw 5 cards every turn then? Is that how it goes?
Every turn you draw 5. There are relics that can give you effects to draw more.
Okay.
And there are cards you can play that give you effects to draw more. This character thrives on draw and discard. We already got some pieces working with that, with the acrobatics and stuff. So I'm putting together some things I like here. I'm debating on if I want to play acrobatics here to draw these 2 cards. The thing is, though, I'm going to reshuffle the deck without them in it, but I'm thinking that's okay, because I'd really want to play this Predator, I think. Because if we do Predator and Neutralize, that's 18 damage. That's better than 2 strikes and the Neutralize. 18 brings them down to 25, which is going to split them. But I like the idea a lot better of 2 slimes with 25 health than 2 slimes with like 30 health. So I wish I could have played that, but kind of is what it is. We can hang on to it, which is nice. So well-laid plans means we hang on. Upgraded, it'll be 2. We're going to upgrade that next, probably, the next chance we get. These slimes are being very nice, actually, with the not deciding to attack. So we're just going to kill one of them. And we're going to just hang on to that. Yeah. Yes, Sprockets, all the trouble's bad. These slimes are being very kind. All the trouble behind me. For being A10, they're very well behaved. They're not attacking at all. Spooky. Right? It sure was. That was very kind. 18 gold's great. And a couple good choices here. I like a deflect. Upgraded. This is nice. 7 block for 0. Better than a defend. When we get some dexterity, hopefully, this could block for 10, 12, 15 for 0 mana in the end game, depending on your build. Escape plan's also very, very good. Draw 1 card So pretty much it's a draw neutral essentially, but if you draw a skill, it gives you block, and this is already really nice with a after image in the deck because this is just like a raw block 1 no matter what, but it's also draw 1 and block 4 raw unupgraded if we draw a skill. So I'm going to take a quick peek at how many skills I have versus attacks. I have a decent amount I have 9 attacks and I have 7 skills. I have way more attacks than skills. That leads me to leaning to the deflect right now. Even though this is a nice escape plan, I'm going to take the deflect to try to just put a few more skills in this deck. We want some block against Guardian anyway. Take 3 here, that's fine. We're at a low enough ascension where I think that's okay. We draw Skewer here, our fight's over. Perfect. Okay. So they steal gold. You saw we stole 15 gold back. So 160, 177. We can absolutely afford a shop relic now, and we would love to see a Chemex. I'm just trying to manifest it. That's cute. I don't think so. That is a little early for that out. The Skewer and a well-laid plans in the deck, that is tempting. That is very tempting. So Outmaneuver is a card that doesn't do anything the turn you play it, but the next turn gain 2 energy, upgraded 3 energy. With a Skewer in the deck, this can make the Skewer hit very, very, very hard. Do love me an upgraded Skewer Outmaneuver, but I just think it's too early. We already have a Flying Knee. I think I'm just going to take this Endless Agony. This is just a straight 8 damage. I'm just going to take that. I might take the next Outmaneuver that I see, though. All right. Merchant number 2. Do we have a Chemex? We do not. We got a Stinky Hand Drill. No thanks. Well-laid plans number 2 is cute. Okay. So let's take a look at the shop and see what we got. We're definitely going to remove a card. We got to get rid of these strikes. You want to get rid of these. We want none of these left by the time we get to the end if we can help it. So we're absolutely going to purge one of those. Tiny Chest does nothing. Hand Drill's interesting. I have probably bought this relic. You'll only ever see it in the shop. And I've probably only bought this relic twice in all the times I played this game. It's just really an odd relic. But I can tell you that the 2 instances when it worked, it was funny. This is not one of those instances, so we're just going to purge a strike for sure. We have 100 gold left, so what else can we do here? Well-laid plans again, but not on sale, you see. We paid 39 for ours. Outmaneuver's back, which is cute. Blade Dance is interesting with the after image. This is 12 damage and 4 block actually, unupgraded, 5 block upgraded with an after image in play. This is a nice card, and it upgrades to 16 damage for 1 mana. And it does some cool things with some relic interactions. I like this. I don't think I want to pay 53 gold for it though, but I think I will take this Dark Shackles. This is a great card right here. This is just 0 mana, enemy loses 9 strength. This can save a lot of health. And we can just afford it. I'm just wondering if there's anything I would like to do instead. Do I mind kind of rolling into Act 2 with like minimal gold early on? I think it's probably okay. This is a cool game. I gotta teach Mr. Moon how to play this game. He says he should be up here doing commentary with me. And give me that Dark Shackles. All right, so we're going to upgrade now. We're upgrading well-laid plans for sure. And we're manifesting Pyramid for sure because we've already, air quote, wasted an upgrade on well-laid plans. Lagavulin's good. Skewer? Skewer. Do I want to spend the colorless potion? I don't think so. We're just going to tap Lagavulin for a straight 42 damage. Wake up. Alright. We might take a pretty decent hit here, but that's okay. Yeah, we're going to take a hit here. Alright. I think it is more in my best interest right now to just Predator defend. Hey, DM Stewart, how you doing? What kind of build am I going for? Right now, I'm letting the seed come to me, but we're definitely got a block engine going with some skewer after image well laid plans thing. I think we're just going to take 15 to the face here and not be happy with it. But I really want to draw like Endless Agony, Deflect, Neutralize. I want to draw all these cards, minus the strike. These cards. So we'll take a pop here. I don't think we ever die this turn. Okay, we don't get the after image, but that's actually kind of okay. All right, so we definitely don't die this turn. Six more is fine. Really no need to hang on to that strike, but I'm going to hang on to it because I don't shuffle this back.
So do you end up gaining more mana pull later on throughout the game, or are you stuck with the 3 from the start?
So it depends on the relics we come across. We absolutely want to get more. With a Skewer in the deck, we want energy relics for sure. So we'll see. Hopefully we can come across some. Right now, I heard Final Fantasy 1 fanfare, and I thought it was my phone for a second. With the Flying in the deck, we're already gaining energy when we play this one, so we're already kind of leaning that way to your point of we definitely want energy. She thrives on energy. So this turn he debuffs us. We're on A10. Is this 1-1 still? Okay, it's 1-1. So now we have 1 less dexterity and 1 less strength. So our attacks do 1 less damage and our blocks do 1 less block. But we have Dark Shackles to the rescue. Yep, that was a good idea. So yeah. After image came to play, full block. Let's hang on to that strike. 14 health into Guardian is not inspiring. Vajra is great. Vajra is great. Just a flat 1 strength. Ghost in a Jar is also amazing. That's a really great. Those are some great rewards there. And I think we just take this prepared, probably. Draw neutral. Upgraded, draw 2, discard 2. This does some fun things. Yeah, DM Stewart, Ghost in the Jar is great. This is... I kind of think I want this against Guardian because I want to draw to my cards. I think this can help a little bit. I'll take it. I was considering that. If this was Hexaghost, Caltrops would have definitely been in the running. But Guardian, I really wish there was like a footwork there that was dropped. There wasn't. So right now I'm debating on a rest here probably. But I'm going to take a look at my upgraded choices because upgrading prepared is very good. Deflect gives a couple more block. I'm eyeing up the Predator for the extra 5 damage, but I'm also thinking the Weaken might be pretty good against Guardian here, so I'm thinking Neutralize too. We don't have another source of Weaken. We have the Dark Shackles, but we don't have a source of Weaken that we can redraw into, just as Neutralize. So it's kind of like a ho-hum upgrade, but it's a good one. An upgraded after image just makes it innate, which means that you draw it in your opening hand every time. It's fine in the right circumstance. Right now, it'd be dead draw every time we draw it right now, just with 3 energy. So it's not a card I would consider upgrading now, even though it is the So I think we'll do the Neutralize. It's not exciting, but I think the extra week is going to be helpful. It's either Neutralize or rest here, and I don't want... We are going to burn the Colorless Potion. That's a pretty good turn 1 draw, though, for sure. Alright, what's in here? Interesting choices. Caltrops just seems so good, knowing Heart is coming and knowing Book of Stabbing is probably coming in Act 2. True. I'd rather... If I'm taking Caltrops for Heart, I don't know. We'll come across that when we do. It's almost a meme to me when I'm taking Caltrops for Heart. It can do some really fun things, but like an upgraded Caltrops with like, I think there was one time I did a Nightmare Caltrops thing. I was doing like 15 damage back to the Heart for everything. It can do some funny things, but it's too early to take that. I like where your head's at, though. I think we'll just take Discovery here. I like the idea of 3 random skills for free. Swift Strike's nice. This can create a pretty good card. It can create a dud. So actually, Mechlin, you're here with me. What do you think? Pick a card. Discovery or Chrysalis? DM Stewart says Chrysalis. There's no wrong answer. Chrysalis? Alright, let's make it happen. Alright, so Well-Laid Plans gets played. Seems fine. Alright, what do we got? Spicy. Very, very spicy. Very spicy. Get a step away from it? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called you out like that then. My bad, dude. Hey, Mechlin! So yeah, let's just do this. And we can do that, because I don't want to... Every time you draw this card, it creates another copy of it, but they both exhaust as you play them. So I only want to draw this one more time if I can help it, so I'm going to hang on to it. I don't want... This guy does damage back to you with thorns every time you attack it when they're curled up. So the malaise there, you're right, was absolutely worth it. That was spicy. This fight is probably over now just because of that. We have Ghost if we get in real trouble too, but I don't think we'll take a point of damage here. Okay. So Acrobatics, Reflex is fun. I love this card, but it doesn't make sense for us to take it just yet. So it's neat that it was created with a free Acrobatics. So discard, draw 2. Very strong with the After Image, also just the raw block 1. So we're just gonna double play this. We're gonna neutralize for 2, and we're gonna hang on 2 here. Tactician's better. I love them together. Hopefully we have the luck of coming across a Tactician Reflex thing going on right here. If we could only be so lucky. Okay, so we'll have to take this fight a little slow, but if we play it smart, we'll take 0 damage now. I am no longer scared of this boss. Sure. That's fine.
Are we all just hanging out here? Is that what's going
Huh?
on?
Oh, hey! I got company.
A Wild Fizzle and Darkmoon up here.
They did. Okay. Let's do that. So we're doing some well-laid plans, skewer after image things. And now he's not paying attention to me.
Hello, child.
Say hi. I think I want to draw that next turn. It must be the TV behind me that I keep hearing FFR on.
Yes.
Confirmed. You're good. I just thought I was being crazy for him. I have different ringtones, but I didn't think.
They know that you have that ringtone. They're just messing with you.
I know. I hear the voice. The voice is in my head.
There's combos. You need to play combos.
I can play combos.
When you play Spire, the cards have to go.
I don't think I misplayed anything yet. I think I've taken 0 damage here. I think this fight's been quite good. Perfect.
It's 11:45 in the fuck out.
Language.
Luckily enough, I can't hear them too loud.
Perfectly. No. Alright. We're just gonna stop playing around here. Okay, we gain health against Guardian. That's best case scenario. 100 gold is great. I think that is pretty close to max roll. Liquid Memories is awesome. And we have some choices here, don't we? Corpse Explosion is pretty nice. We're not doing a lot of poison things, but this is some great AoE, which is what we are sorely lacking. We got some really good front load and some really good single target, but we're lacking the AoE. But I'm also seeing this. I'm just wondering, can I make that work? I don't think I have the draw to make that work right now. So Grand Finale, it's a 0 cost, deal 50 damage to all enemies, upgraded 60 damage, but you can only play it if there are no cards in your draw pile. So you need some very, I don't want to say specific card combinations to make this work, but you need specific things that your deck can do to make it work. You need retain, you need draw, which we have. We have retain. We have some draw. You know, the Predator is also draw, so it could work. But Corpse Explosion might just be a more reliable source of AoE. The 2 mana is not too bad. Hopefully we get a boss relic that gives us some energy.
That seems like a pretty nice card, just based off of what I've seen here. If you, I don't know how much AoE, how many fights you have with multiple enemies in it, and how much that would benefit. So,
well, the reason you haven't is because that really is tested in Act 2. That's what you're going to see. 2 of the 3 elites you can face in Act 2 require, well, they don't require AoE, but it really helps. So,
not required, but almost necessary.
Almost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I think Corpse Explosion.
That sounds like a pretty good, because then you can essentially damage down one enemy, and then if they have the highest HP pool, you can just knock out the rest pretty easy. So that seems like a good play to me.
Because with the Skewer, that's single target, big damage. So that can do a lot of damage to a Slaver, and the Corpse Explosion can finish the job.
Yeah, interesting. This game does seem fun. I'm with Sprockets on this, that I now almost feel addicted, and I haven't even been playing.
Oh, don't start. I started, and I like 2,000 hours in this game, and my wife is pretty tired of it. All right, boss chest. We always get a choice of 3 boss relics here. We don't have incentives going on, but I will be. I mean, if we wanted to, I will let you guys take a look at what I get here. I'm actually going to speed this up too because it's 8:30 and I don't want to keep too much time, so we might have to play a little bit faster. Not a whole lot of options for chat, actually. There's no really fun stuff in here. Sacred Bark's really great. Double the effectiveness of potions. With 3 potion slots, it's a consideration. You lose a potion slot when you get into higher ascensions, so this is a good Act 2 take in certain instances. I am eyeing Dripper, yes. Dripper does seem nice. And this is Slaver's Collar is also fine. But I think we really want 4 energy in all fights, not just boss and elite fights. And yeah, Apotheosis in the shop. Yeah, I would snap pick an Apotheosis in the shop if I can afford it. 100%. And I would snap pick a Alchemize for sure. I like taking this when we have a source of healing, which we have with the Toy Ornithopter. So we'll just take the Coffee Dripper and we'll move on. Bronze Automaton is our Act 2 boss here. That's a very late burning elite. We will not be taking that, probably, unless we get super strong. I don't hate this 3 elite path on the left, but I hate the shop layout.
Which icons are the shops?
These
Oh, I
guys
see
right
merchants.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, merchant.
I
yeah.
gotcha.
I wish this one was like here so I could path this way into it. Because if I go to this one, I have to go to this one. And it's a dead floor with only that much gold. Huh. I see a couple paths here. In theory, I could take a 4 elite path. That does exist. It does exist. I am much more eyeing up this path right here. 2 upgrades into a shop, into this elite. I don't mind only taking 1 elite, but depending on how strong we can get here, we can pivot into this. And we'll know once we get to this point if we can take this fight or not. Act 2 elites kind of scare me. Not so much with the Corpse Explosion, but again, we're talking choice here. If we get super strong up to this point, we'll path into these 3 elites over here. We'll do that, and then we'll consider that. But I think right now, best path is this way. How did I get the markings for the paths? It's one of the mods are highlight path mod. Corpse Explosion, where are you? Okay. Vajra came to play. Dang. Couple of choices here, and none of them are great. $22 incoming. We really don't want to take 22 to the face here. We can kill one of them. We can Predator this guy and then skewer him for the remainder. Still take 11. We can play the After Image and not kill either of them. We can play the Defend and take, I don't know, 17. I don't think Liquid Memories is worth burning here, and I'm absolutely not burning the Ghost in the Jars. I think we'll do... So we have one more energy next turn. That is an unfortunate 11 damage that we took there. Okay. Corpse explosion on the bottom. Did I have a frozen? Okay. All right, so we lose a little bit of health, but we gain all. You know, they don't steal anything, which is good. They do a couple attacks, they steal your gold, and then if you can't kill them, they run away. But this nerd is dead. So 60 gold we would have lost if we didn't kill them both. We get another potion, not a great one, but a potion nonetheless. Feet. Yes. Yes. Free remove? Absolutely. That's a good floor. Stinky avocado. This is probably the deal. Neutralize? No. Oh, yuck. You're gonna make me choose? We can't play well laid plans. We gotta play defend. This guy can hit us very hard for 21 damage on a turn, so we can't mess around with this guy. We got to draw through this deck. Okay, so this is an okay fight so far. Maybe I wanted to hang on to that Dark Shackles in the draw pile, but I think we're okay. We got footwork in play. I think we're fine. We got to get some poison on this guy, though, because his shield, we're breaking it down as we go. Every time we break his shield, he loses a plated armor. There we go. Okay, now we got some poison down on him, so this fight should start evening out. I'm not worried about taking damage with the after image in play, along with the footwork in play. Really would like to upgrade that corpse explosion too, because it'll be 9 poison upgraded, which is a lot better what it is now. Nine is more than 6. That math I can do on Twitch. Okay, so that's a 0 damage avocado. That's pretty good. Apparently it's disco over here now. Okay. Yoink. Deflect with a plus. That's 0 mana, block 10 with footwork and after image in play. Here we go. All right. Do we want a event or do we just want to take 2 more combats? I think we want to take 2 more combats. This is a nasty fight. This is a nasty fight. Okay. Exactly. DM Stewart doing the math for us.
DM can do that because he's not on Twitch right now. He's just Twitch chat.
Fair enough. All right, so Chosen here will always debuff us on turn 1 or 2, depending on what dimension you're on, with something called Hex. Hex is bad. Every time we play a skill now, we shuffle a Daze into our draw pile, which is really not great. Or actually anything but a attack. So this footwork, Dazed. Not great. So we're going to do this for sure. And then I am wondering if I'm just going to Flying Knee. 627 minus 9 is 18, minus 6 is 12. Can we kill this guy and do enough damage here? Maybe. Do we play the prepared for 1 block? I think not. So we'll take 7 here. Don't love it. Don't love it. Dark Shackles has our back, though. Okay. So. We're going to be a few damage short on this guy right here. I think I might just have to do this, and I'm wasting a bit of damage here. I can't kill him, and with only drawing 3, I can't draw into like a neutral deflect there to block. A debuff here is great. That's best case scenario. She can hit us for 31 next turn if she wants to. $24 is not bad. Okay. Take 7, moving on. Choice. Where's that shop? I really want to take this doppelganger, but we should probably take this acrobat. This is fun. This can do a lot of fun things, especially with Skewer, but that's probably just the better card right now. Snecko. So Snecko here, they will confuse you on turn 1 unless you have a Snecko Eye, in which case you're already confused. So confusion means all of the cards we draw now are random costs, which can be really good. It can also be really bad. This is fine. Take a little bit of damage here. I want to hang on to the Skewer. Maybe I wanted to Skewer there and hang on to the poison, but I think this is the better line. So even though we are getting kind of strong, I don't think we are aiming to be on the path to take the 3 elites. We are probably going to pivot to the right over here. Like, we're doing okay, but I think this deck would really benefit from a few more upgrades. I think that can make us very strong. Flying knee with a plus. I'll pass. It's just going to blow the deck. Okay, so we can heal, so we're absolutely upgrading, and 2 best options are probably Footwork and Corpse Explosion. The extra dexterity is great. We want this AoE upgraded. I think with an After Image and 2 Deflects and one of them being a plus in the deck right now already, I think I'm going to upgrade the Corpse Explosion first. And we're going to pretty much get a free upgrade right here with the Footwork probably. I don't think I'm going to pivot this way because I really want to get to this shop. Alright, we get an event here. Okay. So, the Knowing Skull. You find yourself in an old decorated chamber. In the center of the room, a large skull sits atop an ornate pedestal. As you approach, the skull bursts into flames, and it turns to face you. What is it you seek? What is it you offer? In sync with its final words, the door behind you slams shut. So we trade health for boons. I think I'm willing to click on this at least 2 times. I'm just wondering if it's 2 times and then a third to leave, or just once and a leave. I think it's probably once and then leave. I don't like the idea of being at 18 HP. Because we've already seen Waffle in the shop. Okay. And I've been talking Footwork, but I think I really want this upgraded. I want the extra damage. Another medium chest. More gold is great. We're now rich. Centennial Puzzle is awesome. Every time we take damage for the first time in combat now, we draw 3. Alright, what's the shop got? No Chemical X again. Bummer. Artivore is interesting, though. Prismatic Shard's cute. This is always happening. I know. Can't afford the bow thingy with the remove, though. Like, remove has to happen. We got to get rid of the strikes. This is nice. That's a nice Artivore. With Dexterity already in the deck and with some Retain, that's a nice Artivore. Let me take that. Artivore says every time you don't play attacks in your turn on powered skills, you gain 1 energy the following turn. I do have the relic enhancement on, so you can see this is healed 20. It gives us 4 extra energy so far, so it hasn't really paid off yet, but it will. And we'll see how much energy we gain from the Artivore and see if it was worth it or not eventually. Potions, we have nothing that really seems like it's worth it, so we're going to move on. Alright, Snake Plant's a bummer. That's a good draw. Your boy's glad he upgraded Predator now. This is a scary fight. Ever so slightly less scary. It's still scary. Okay.
If we're a star, in whatever your star goes. Most characters do that.
Okay.
So, there's a couple that don't, a couple that have nothing.
Consider spending the weak pot here for the 5 health. We can consider that. Because we are going into an elite next. Although we can always just use it in this fight too. 8 times 4 is 32, so you're just dead. Okay. We should have spent the potion. There's some more AoE. Crippling Cloud is really good. Sneaky Strike with a plus on it is also pretty good. We've already got some good discard things going on. These cards are both good. This is more AoE and it's free upgrade. This is a nice card right here. Not sure what's better though. Blink Cloud or Sneaky Strike. Probably Sneaky Strike. They're both very good. I'm gonna take that Crippling Cloud.
Alright, so I know we've been wrapped up in this this game. It's very addictive nature, but do we want to take a moment and talk about what we're actually doing here today?
Yes, I think that's a great idea. So, taking a pause here, we are here at the Final Fantasy Randomizer Summer Marathon 2025 in support of the Liam Foundation. The Liam Foundation's mission to encourage, assist, heal, and empower our LGBTQIA+ community through respect, advocacy, and passionate hearts for thriving in society. They're a great partner. This is our second year, I think, working with them. They're tremendous people. They're just trying to provide for people, that community who need help more than ever nowadays. They need our support. They need to be shown that there is love here. There are people that care, and we're part of the community that is part of that community that cares. So. Please, if you can, share some donations, but also just supporting the stream is wonderful as well. But thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. We do have Castlevania Rando coming up soon about 45 minutes or so. I'm not sure how long this run. I don't know how long this game runs entirely. Slay the Spire.
I'm trying to play a little bit faster.
Okay. Okay. No worries.
Things are going a little on the slow side, unfortunately. This is a methodical character. I thought I would play her to kill time, and I'm killing too much time.
That's the way things go.
Yep, it is.
But yeah, we do have some donation incentives for Castlevania. So we have a character sprite bid war. There's a link on the page we can go to and check out all the Castlevania sprites available. The only caveat is we are asking no invisible sprite for the runs. So you just check those out, and if you donate, go ahead and let us know if you were putting an incentive towards that.
So that was a really spooky upgraded acrobatics there, saved our bacon. Still full block. Alright, so now he dies next turn and she buffs. And then we're gonna be able to put all the damage on the leader here, which is great. I'm gonna hang on to the neutralize for one additional turn of weekend and the crippling cloud. That's a good draw. Hopefully we can draw Skewer this turn. And not have to worry about her putting damage on her face. Okay, we won the 20% coin flip. If there's no minions on the field, she's got a 20% chance of attacking. So that's really good. So we're going to pop her with this, and we're going to pop her with this. And now we got a 50-50. She attacks or she buffs, because she summons 2 minions on this turn. We do not get the 50-50.
So if the player to your left, go to the
Is this lethal? With liquid memories, it is, I think. Let's see. So, if we 21 to 48,
it's not drawn. Exclamation.
corpse explosion. This is tricky.
They have another one where
Yeah, 42. So that leaves them with 27. But there's only 24 here. I was hoping to double 41 and this 69, which it's not going to. And I cannot play the Crippling Cloud at the same time. I'd have to play this twice and then this. So we're in a bit of a pickle. We should kill this guy for sure. Just wondering how I'm going to do that. We're going to spend one of the liquid memories here. And we're going to bring back... We're going to try to get a little bit of defense here. We're going to bring back that deflect plus. We're going to only try to take 9 here. Or 8. Essentially 3. Because of the 5 health we gained back from Toy Ornithopter. Alright, cool. So... we just kill next turn. That's good. Alright, a 3 HP Gremlin Leader is pretty decent. That's okay. Let's see, she does big damage if you don't kill her quickly. Whetstone's nice. That'll upgrade 2 attacks. Hopefully not 2 strikes. Hopefully that can hit. Flying Knee Endless Agony would be great, but chances are that'll probably be a couple strikes. Colorless Potion's fine. Upgraded Feet. 1 out of 2 is not bad. Alright, another combat. Alright, this is a good fight for AoE as well. Interesting. Alright, so we got a billion dexterity, but these guys scale very fast. Corpse Explosion, where are you? Caw. There you are. That is not a great draw. Secret Technique. Okay. What's more valuable here? The Weaken? I don't have a heck of a lot of damage in this draw pile. I might just want to put 22 on this guy. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's try to kill next turn. In fact, we do. Guaranteed. Hopefully. Not guaranteed, but hopefully. Cool. Alright, and we're out of here. Corpse Explosion. Just skip. Alright, how do we feel about this burning elite? I'm gonna say no. Yeah. That's an understatement. I'm good with that. I don't mind this fight that bad. If you just you got to put 21 damage on one of them for this guy to guarantee heal next turn. So they have to heal. So we just got to block. That's the key. You want to put 21 damage on this guy, minimal. I like this fight. This is not as daunting as you think it is, but it can be. Like if they both decide to attack here for 20, then we're in trouble. All right, see, they both buff. That's awesome. So we can put more damage on the guy. All the damage we put on this guy forces this Mystic to heal. So right now she's buffing strength, but now because we put so much damage back on the Centurion here, she has to heal. And once we kill this guy, we draw Corpse Explosion. GG. She has to heal. No, prove me wrong, do you? It's fine. We still take no damage. In fact, we're out of here. Alright, we're decently strong. We're decently strong. I still don't think we're burning elite strong. We're strong. Yoink. That one we'll take now. We got a few more skills in the deck now, as you can see. We had 9 attacks and 7 skills at one point. We are down to 7 attacks, and we are up to 15 skills. So quite the flip-flop there. This now is very strong. And with all the dexterity in play, 10 if we draw a skill. Bronze Automaton is spooky, but a little less spooky now. This might be a fight to upgrade the after image. I'm going to get a free turn 1 here. You can argue for the footwork, but we already have an upgraded footwork. So I think that it's going to be an after image. This can be a curse in Act 4 depending, but I mean, for this fight, we're going to want it. I don't want his minions to steal my card. Show me well-laid plans. Alright. Now we're doing some things. Okay. We might need to burn the Ghost in a Jar when we get to the Hyper Beam turn, but we'll see. Alright, so they're stealing 2 cards. They're going to steal a combination of these 3. That's fine. So we'll just do this. Full block. Stinky. Those are probably the 2 cards I didn't want them to steal, but it's fine. 14, you're just dead. I really want that prepared or upgraded for sure. Alright, so now they both die, and I get those. Yeah, these deflects, look at that. 0 mana, block 24. These deflects are so strong. Yeah, we're in really good shape. We're probably not even going to need to burn the Ghost. We're a lot stronger than I gave ourselves credit for. There's still a chance we die. Don't get me wrong. But it's not a very big one.
I would say I don't know much about this game, but what I do know is that boss has big numbers and we have small numbers.
Yep. So 58 damage incoming this turn here. Dark Shackles has our back a bit. We'd like to draw into our deflects more, please. There we go. Full block. Play the skewer for 1 block there for free. I wish this prepared was upgraded. Alright, I think we're in good shape. We should be able to kill this guy before the next Hyper Beam turn. He's going to smack us for 32 this turn, but I think we're okay with that. We got our weaken. These deflects are absolutely putting in work. We can even comfortably do this. Yeah, this boss is dead before the next Hyper Beam turn. Good fight. Alright, get in there, Corpse Explosion. Alright, that was a 0 damage atomic. Pretty good. That's none of we come on, no. we're not taking 1,000 cuts. If we had shivs, we can make this work. This is a dead draw. We need to upgrade it. The glass knife is fine, but this is also kind of a dead draw. Is this a skip? I was really hoping for an alchemize, or not an alchemize, or a doppelganger, or a malaise. I think this is a skip. Very rarely do boss card rewards, but sometimes they just don't do anything for you. This really wants to upgrade. It's, well, Vajra says deal 18 damage for 1 mana. That's not the worst ever. Upgraded 26. All right, I'm convinced. All right, we have an upgrade to give. That's interesting. True. With After Image, Storm of Steel is not bad. Snecko? We don't have a lot of 2-cost cards, and these deflects are 0 cost, so they're really putting in. I don't know. Is this a Ring of the Serpent, unironically? Eesh. Like, I like Snecko in theory, but these, you saw, these, I drew these cards, and these blocked for 24 for 0 mana. Like, that's too valuable to randomize the cost, I think. This just doesn't do a whole heck of a lot, but neither does this. I guess this does more than this, or it could upgrade a random card. What would we, I mean, if that hits anything but a strike, it's kind of fine. More gold. Paint a card. Tiny House, I know, right? Ironically, I think you're right. All right, let's do it. It hits Acrobatics. That's tremendous. We get an Entropic Brew. The payoff is enormous. That's 3 free potions. Even though we want to probably take these potions to the end game, now we got this is heal 15. I would take this if it was upgraded, or this, but this is a skip. It would have been nice if that random upgrade hit the glass knife, but Acrobatics is also quite good. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish Act 3 here, so we'll probably have to call this run to get the next one set up pretty soon. But either way, like, I hope you guys have had some fun hanging out. We have to take the Burning Elite, so we have to go that way.
Yeah, this has been educational. I've been really enjoying this. I definitely think this might be something I'm going to be picking up soon, just because, like, I enjoy this kind of the roguelike. I got into Hades a couple 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed it. And I haven't had a chance to explore more roguelikes, so this is definitely something I'm gonna be looking into.
Yeah, I'm very into this game. It's a lot of fun. So triple buff on turn 1 means they're hitting us very hard this turn, which is not great. That's a little bit better. I'm going to try to push damage on this one here, because I want to draw into that Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion gets us out of this fight. Unfortunately, we're going to take a bit of a hit here. I could use the Liquid Memories, but I think 6 health is worth the Liquid Memories. Corpse Explosion, please. One time. We could probably draw into it, though. There we go. Centennial Puzzle has our back. Okay. I would take this if it was upgraded, but no thank you. Alright. What do we got in the shop? We're rich. No Chemex again. I don't know how good this is now, though. DM. that was a snap pick a few acts ago, but not so much now. Hello.
Like exactly. First round.
Happy Flower?
Well,
Does Happy Flower remove? Sure.
one. Like the rest of it.
Okay.
I am his
All right, so this is one of the best events to find in Act 3, but this is super dangerous. So jutting out from the chaotic terrain around you, a bony sphere surrounds a mysterious glowing object within. While you're curious what lies inside, you notice some sentries keeping an eye on it. Double orb walkers is spooky. This is not an elite fight, but this is probably one of the hardest fights in the game. All right, let's do it. Okay. So, we're going to take a hit here for sure. But I'm okay with that. Order. That's on me. Alright. We got to kill these guys fast. They scale really quickly. That's good. We gotta kill this guy quick. Alright, so take another one. Hopefully we can kill on this turn. I'll spend the Liquid Memories to do that. You see, they kill us this turn if we're not careful. These burns are vicious. Alright. Oh, my 0 cost, where are you? Okay. Alright, we're fine. Alright. Take a little bit more. We kill this turn, though. That's okay. This is a very, very dangerous. Okay. Oh, really? Yoink. Is that good? Yeah. Okay. So now every time we exhaust a card, we gain a random card. Pretty good. All right, what is our spiker solution? After image and help. That is our spiker solution. Alright, because I didn't spend the liquid memories in the last fight, I will spend it in this fight to save a bit of health. That's cute. All the corpse explosions. Boom.
That card looks really sick.
It's fun. We can take this now. 29 cards is getting to be a lot, but we got a draw where this is okay. What would be great right now? It's a calculated gamble. Madnesses? No thanks, but look at this. Omamori value. Block the curse, heal 19, into the Burning Elite. I love it. Love it. Alright, Giant Head is an okay matchup for us. This guy scales quick, but we got the poison to deal with him. And we scale too. Bullet time's interesting. Just play this, I guess. Yeah, that's a pretty lame turn one, but we got a lot of good stuff going on here. Not a great turn two either, but it's fine. We'll be able to block this guy pretty good soon. They scale quick, but if we could block Bronze Automaton, I think we can block this guy in enough time. Regen is not great, though. That's another bit of spookiness. Okay, so this enemy has a debuff inflicted on it every time you play a card slow, which amplifies our damage. So the more cards you play, the more damage it takes per card. So 2, we get one more free turn before this guy's gonna. So we're gonna get all the poison we can down on right now. Tactician's fantastic, actually. Alright. We might be in a bit of trouble. Maybe. Cute. 5 turns a weekend's pretty good, though. Catalyst that we had back in Act 1 come back. This is just bullet time, right? Order. So now this card is one of my favorites, this Eviscerate down here. Eviscerate does a lot of really fun things. Every time you discard a card with this in your hand, it costs 1 less mana. So now it's 0 damage, deals 16 damage 3 times, and we can make it more. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay. Got to get a little more poison down on this guy because he's starting to scale up. We only got a few more turns of the straight up weakened. Discard that, I think. Still full block. .41 incoming. Bullet time's great though. I don't even think we're gonna need the bullet time. I think we just kill right here. Alright. That's a 0 damage giant head with regen. Pretty good. Darkstone Periap is a bummer. That does probably nothing. But we get our first key. Adrenaline's good. Alright. Fire. How many more fires do we have on our path here? At least one more? We can afford to upgrade here then. We'll have to recall at the next fire, but I think we'll upgrade Adrenaline. Alright, this is not an ideal fight here, but I think we blocked just enough where we're going to be alright. We like that quite a bit because now this guy's dead. Alright. Dead Branch is so good. Excuse you. So we're going to be heading on out of here soon, I think, for the next people that are getting set up. But before we do, again, thank you everybody for coming out and, joining us and hanging out with me, playing one of my favorite games here that I'm getting to show off in support of the Liam Foundation. That is why we are here at the Summer Marathon 2025 Final Fantasy randomizer style. We're here for the Liam Foundation. We've been partnering with them for a couple years. They're tremendous people there. We love that they love working with us, and we're very happy to do it. A lot of really great things that they do. They're developing web resources for name change, passport name change, and license name change to support not just the Rockford LGBTQIA+ community, but elsewhere as well. And if you're keeping up with current events and anybody's living that the difficulties with renewing passports and also with trying to get the new license, like, good luck. So they're just doing really amazing work, and we're grateful for them to partner with us, and thank you for being a part of it as well, chat. Had to make sure I got that in one more time. And thanks for hanging out with me today. I've been hoping since about 3:30 with Mecklin putting in all the work today. What a guy. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. Appreciate having you in here.
Definitely. So we don't want to really attack these guys, but with the Wraith Forum, we're fine. There we go. All right, we're gonna want to upgrade that. I was thinking about upgrading this prepared, but we're gonna absolutely upgrade that calculated gamble first.
Oh no.
All right, we got to take the relic here. Potion belt would have been nice with entropic brew for sure, but we have to take the blue key. Our next elite is the Nemesis. This guy can do some nasty stuff. It is quite possible we're going to have 45 damage incoming next turn to the face. So let's see what we do. All right, 7x3 is not too bad. In fact, that can even... We could do a few other things this turn. Perfect. And I think we'll just do this. It's fine. Alright, so Nemesis shtick is every other turn they're intangible. So every other turn you can only do 1 damage per turn to them. Unless they have, you have a relic called the Boot, in which case you do 5 damage no matter what. I don't even know if we need to upgrade that gamble either. It'd be nice to draw it multiple times though, so I think I will. Probably not playing that. Okay. Alright, seems fine. It's a lot of block in the draw pile. Gotta get a little stretch in. I've been awake since 3 a.m. today to drive out to hang out with everybody. Getting a little tired. That is a bummer of a draw there. I mean, we'll still survive this fight just fine, but that stinks. I'm not scared of this guy. Those deflects are so good. I know DM Stewart knows what I'm talking about. I think I'll try to play this in Venom now. And try to kill him this turn, hopefully. Or we'll just block and hope for the best in 2 turns. Alright, not the big attack again, so we dodge a bit of a bullet there. Alright, that's another 0 damage. That's pretty good. So both elites, we've taken no damage. We wish we could have taken more, but our pathing dictated we had to go this way. Preserved Insect shows up a little late, but that'll be helpful with Spear and Shield. Terror, yes, please. Alright. I like to recall at the penultimate fire, just to give myself options for the last one. So we now have all 3 keys. We can now unlock the door and make it to Act 4, should we be successful in killing the Time Eater. Terrible matchup, but I think we do just enough block where we'll be okay. And again, this is a fight that we don't mind seeing. Triple Darkling can be spooky sometimes, but with a Corpse Explosion, I'm not worried. We'll spread out damage here to try to draw to it. I think we can just pretty comfortably do that, and we're fine next turn. Bird nerds. Woke bloke. Cool. Alright. Cool. Good fight. Okay. Get another potion, a mid one at that, but a good card. I think it's a backflip for me, though. Draw 2, block 8, block 15, 14 with all the powers and stuff in play. Alright, Reptomancer's spooky. Preserved Insect hopefully has our back here. We were kind of really hoping to draw into well-laid plans there. Let's just push damage on Repto then. Stinky. Okay. Sender's Bane, why? Alright, taking a bit of a hit here, which is but it's okay. Only 3. It's okay. It's okay. It's the first time we've taken damage in quite a while. Calm down. Yeah, I think the backflip was very strong. I think that was the correct choice, too. Alright. I think I'm just gonna probably just block this turn. Now I kind of don't have to. Okay. How does Infinite Blades look? It's not bad. 0 mana. Shivs generated. It just doesn't do anything on the play it. Which is, always the downside of Infinite Blades. Alright, cool. We're out of here. 3 damage isn't bad. Repto can be a very scary fight. Alright. Pantograph's great. Free healing. Take it. And that's a skip for me. Alright, last combat. Transient. We got a damage check here. So this guy scales infinitely, and you have to do damage in order to have them not smack you for an exorbitant amount of damage. Poison is useful here. So is the Weaken. Yeah, I'm looking at that Fumes too. I'm just wondering if I'm going to have... and I am, yeah. I can play it. Okay. It's slow, but it'll stack the poison. So yeah, 37 now. Yeah, they scale. He scales pretty quick. All right, here we go. Watch this. Set up. Free. Gain 2 energy. Feet. Cloud. Tools. Eviscerate. Where's my well-laid plans? We're probably still okay next turn. Ooh, we're in trouble this turn, actually. We might need to spend the ghost. Maybe not. I think we're taking 0 here still. I think the poison's going to help us. Okay. So, bit of a slow here. Transient's a big damage check for the end game. If you can do damage to Transient, you can probably do damage to Heart in the time frame you need to do damage to him. Yeah, that is why Fumes is good. You're right. The only downside with the Fumes is it's only 2 damage, which is slightly slow right now, but it's fine. It's definitely a good card to play in this fight if you have the mana to do it, which fortunately I did. It really wants an upgrade. Alright, cool. So, we're out of here. $400 damage on Transient's pretty good. It was slow, but once we got there, you could see we do some damage. Happy Flower's even on the right number. Second Adrenaline or Outmaneuver is back. Okay. Alright, and we're going to upgrade this Calculated Gamble. Alright. This is not a great matchup for us, but I think we can outscale her Oka. I'm not going to burn that just yet. So, Time Eater's shtick is every time you play 12 cards, this counter goes off. She ends your turn. So, what we're going to do is strategically play 12 cards on turn 1. Specifically. That could not have worked out any better without maneuver in play for next turn. Can we block is the question. 33 incoming. Dark Shackles is here. Okay. I'm really thinking if I want to save this Terror for phase 2 or not. I think I do. Reflex is great. Sorry, give me that. Should have kept the Skewer. There's no discard. I should have looked at that first. This might be the turn for the skill pot, depending on what we draw here. And we only get 3 cards. So I think this is just footwork, defend, deflect, take very little. hang on to Adrenaline and Corpse Explosion. We got to get more poison down on her. Blur's nice. That's very nice. That'll be helpful. I would take a Blur if we saw that. Blur means that if we play this card, block is not discarded the next turn. She likes that kind of stuff. Alright, so we got to start counting cards here because I almost messed that up. 1, 2, 3. More poison. 4, 5, 6, 7.
I've been kind of in and out. Is this like a boss rush?
No, this is the Act 3 boss. I have to beat this guy to get to Act 4.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not great. We're going to burn kill pot here. We got to play 12 cards this turn. Second Reflex might be a dead draw, but it's better than that. So now this is defend, Blur. Oh, Reflex was a bad choice, actually, but the Blur helped. In hindsight, Reflex was a bad choice. I should have played any card that was 0 mana, because I'm only going to get 1 card this turn. But Blur had our back. Oh, and she's buffing anyway, so we're okay. Just play the Predator. So she also debuffs us, where we only draw 4 cards on the next. So that's where Predator really shines. That helps us draw more cards. You are not playing around, are you? Alright. I'll take another little hit here. So at 240 HP, she's going to split and heal herself back up to half health. So we'd like to get her as close to half health as we can. So right now she dropped down to 266. 10. Beautiful. 11. 12. Wish I could have played outmaneuver, but we had to play that leg sweep. Alright, so we'd like to really hang on to outmaneuver and skewer for a big bonkus turn coming up. But we might not get to do that. We might just have to go here and hope for the best. Unless I want to burn the Ghost in the Jar, which I don't think I want to do. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we're going to have to try to kill her in 7 cards. This does not look like it's going to do it. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we can't even do that. Dang. Okay. This is a bit of trouble. I'm trying very hard to hang on to these potions. She's so strong. Yep, Mr. Moon is here. It's a good turn to push damage. $60 incoming. That's bad. $7. $8. Oh, that's very not ideal. $9. Better. 10. 11. 12. Whoo! Full block. Alright, so we're not weakened next turn. Still 33 incoming. We're no longer frail as well. Alright. We're going to really hope to try to push the damage this turn. If we get lucky, we can kill here. We do not get lucky. We got very unlucky. $9, $10, $11. That's also very bad. $88 minus 10 is not 120. Ay vey. Snecko save me? That's not good. $11, $12. Oh, this is getting perilous. I think we're still just enough okay, though.
Agreed. No, I think. I hope this still matters. Once I started realizing how
Alright, I think we kill next turn. We're going to make it to Act 3, or Act 4.
Alright, we'll probably have to go ahead and cut after you finish this boss out then, so we can get the next game going, but that's perfect right there.
Yep.
Wow,
So,
that was incredible.
Thank you. So we succeed in making it to the thump and pulsing dread. We do damage, prepare your daggers. 1332 is a pretty good score on A10. That's not half bad. And yeah. So now the gate opens and we go to Act 4. And maybe I will I'll save this, and if we come across a 30-minute gap we gotta fill somewhere, I'll try to pick this back up this week maybe at some point.
I think that would be a good idea. I think we'll probably find some downtime at some point to squeeze the rest of this run in. Is Act 4 then the final?
Yeah, this is the final act. So
Gotcha.
we have one campfire where we'll probably upgrade. We have a shop, and then we have Spear and Shield, the toughest elite fight in the game, and then the Heart is the final.
Okay.
So, but these two fights can take a half hour. So
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. It was going to be a little while before we actually see the final end game. So I think definitely save it, and just in case we run into some downtime. over the weekend.
I think so. Yeah. I'll even keep the shop a mystery to myself as well. So
Sounds
we'll
good.
we'll save and quit right here. Thank you guys for hanging out. That was fun. I'm glad I got to show that off again. I did a run last year, Matic Shard nonsense. That was kind of fun. So a little base run was also quite cute.
Yeah, this
I
is
think
some
the
fun
game's
stuff.
crashing. I was trying to just get back to the main page, but the game crashed.
All right.
But that's okay. Thanks guys for hanging out, and I'm going to pass it on off to who's going to be taking over hosting. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Final
Sure.
Fantasy Randomizer 2025 for the Liam Foundation. Thank you everybody who's done so far today. Thank you Mecklin tremendously for all the work you put in today. And I'm going to head on out of here. Of course. Thanks everybody.
All right. Catch you next time.